Hey y'all, Nico here. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thanks for joining me. I'm Nico. Today's class is a power vinyasa class, so it will be difficult, it will be challenging. I'm trying to prepare myself mentally right now because I know we're going to work hard. So just feel free to use any modifications as you need them to work within your range, and just listen to your body throughout the practice like always. And so today we're going to start on our back. We're just going to open our hips up a little bit. So just make your way down to your back. And let's interlace our fingers and place them over our heart. And then we're going to walk our feet out about the width of our mat. Maybe just take a breath or two here. Again, we're just preparing. Practice is going to build some heat. It's going to be challenging, but we can do it. So we're going to get through it. Deep inhale. Exhale. And let's just begin to do some windshield wipers here. Letting our knees fall from one side and then to the other. Just a little bit of hip opening. Come back to center. Hug your knees into your chest for a moment. And then let's make our way up to a seated position. You can roll over onto your side and then roll up. Or you can just use your momentum and get yourself up to a seated position. Taking a moment here. Inhale. Exhale. And then we'll slowly make our way up to a table position. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Let's bring our big toes together and float our hips back, come into a child's pose. Feel free to keep the hips lifted if your hips are tight, or feel free to bring a blanket or a block underneath the hips. Inhale. Exhale. Begin to float your body forward back to that table position, and we'll just work into some cat-cow. Rotate the eyes of the elbows forward, knees hips width apart. Inhale, lift the chin, flip the tailbone upward. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the tailbone under. Tuck your chin down towards your chest. So just move in and out of cat-cow at your own pace. If you want to add some different organic movements or some barrel rolls, feel free to do that as well. And we'll come back to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes under and start to lift your hips up and back as you come to down dog. Press those heels towards the ground. Press the chest towards the thighs. Always remember to focus on elongating through the spine, not so much being able to get your heels touching the ground. So you hear me say sometimes, if you're far forward like you're in a plank, go ahead and bend your knees and push back. We're going to bring the feet together to touch. And we're going to extend the right leg back. And then go ahead and bend at the right knee, looking up under the armpit. Coming to three-leg dog. You can do this from a kneeling position too. And we're going to float our body forward, coming to a tiger pose. Bring your forehead towards your knee. Extend back with an inhale again to your three-leg dog. Come forward again for tiger pose. One more time, extend back. Inhale, three-leg dog. Exhale, this time go ahead and step your foot up in between your hands. And then we'll come up to a high lunge. So we're gonna stay up on this back toe, but feel free to rotate the back heel down if you need some more support, and come to warrior one instead of high lunge, which will look like this. Back heel rotated down, hips square with the front of the room. Otherwise, you're up in your high lunge. You might need to separate your feet a little bit to get a nice, powerful, strong stance here that'll help you balance. Now from here, we're going to step our left foot up. I'm gonna step back on my mat a little bit. We're going to step our left foot up, bringing it to our left knee to a 90-degree angle. So pushing through that left heel, go ahead and bring the hands down to heart center. Bring that left knee up to a 90-degree angle. If you need a little more support for balance, go ahead and get close to a wall and just place your hand on the wall. You can stay here, or you can bring the hands to the hips, extend this left leg forward. If you're really feeling like a challenge, you can bring both hands to that foot. Inhale. Exhale, release the left foot back again. Coming back to that high lunge, we're gonna rotate the back heel down. Bring this right forearm, rest it above the right knee. Extend this left arm up and over for extended side angle. Try not to sink down too much into the shoulder. We still have some separation here between the shoulder and the ear. If you want to challenge, you can bring your hand down to the ground. Now from here, let's windmill up to a warrior two. So arms just come out wide. Check the alignment of the arms. I am already breathing hard here. Maybe I shouldn't say already because we kind of have been working hard. Take an inhale. Exhale, we're gonna shift our weight forward, coming to half moon. So we're shifting our weight into our right foot. We're going to let this right hand come down to the ground towards the pinky toe side. And then we're gonna extend this left leg up. So maybe your left hand comes to your hip. Maybe you're not all the way down. Maybe your right hand is resting on a wall or on a chair. And then if you're wanting a challenge, you can extend this left arm up towards the sky. And your gaze can follow if that's within your practice. Inhale. Exhale, lower this left hand down. Let's come to a lunge position and we'll get ready to move through our vinyasa. So step the right foot back, come to plank. Lower down for chaturanga. If you need to modify, come down to the knees first, then drop your chin and chest. But if you're okay with full chaturanga, we're up in plank and we'll drop down halfway. Then from here, if you're doing the modified version, maybe you just come up to baby cobra. If you want more, go ahead and come on up to up dog. Inhale. Exhale, make your way back to down dog. So we still need to repeat all of that on the other side. It's okay, we're gonna get through it. We're taking our little break right now. You can come down to child's pose if you need to. Take an inhale. Extend that left leg back when you're ready. Looking up under the left armpit, bending at the left knee for three-leg dog. And then come forward, exhale for tiger. Inhale back, three-leg dog. Exhale, tiger pose. Inhale back. Exhale, this time go ahead and bring that foot up in between those hands. We'll come up to high lunge on this side. Good. Remember, warrior one is your modification. Now let's push through this back foot. Coming up to standing position. Right foot is at a 90-degree angle. Hands are at heart center. I'm gonna scoot back just a little. You can stay here if you want more. Maybe the hands come to the hips and you extend the right leg out in front. If you want even more than that, maybe you grab with both hands. Inhale. Exhale, release. Step that right foot back. Rotate that back heel down. Left forearm rests above left knee. Right arm comes up and over the ear for extended side angle. So left knee is aligned over the ankle. Right arm is extended up and over the ear. Gaze may be up towards the sky. And if you want to challenge, bring your hand down to the mat on the outside of that left foot. And then let's take an inhale, windmill up to warrior two. Good. Checking the alignment of the arms. Let's shift our weight into that left foot. Get ready to come down to half moon. So left hand comes down to the ground, over towards the pinky toe side of your left foot. Right hand might be on the hip to start. Again, you might be using a wall to help you balance. And then right arm extends up towards the sky if you want to challenge. Maybe your gaze follows. Really building strength and earning our balance here. Inhale. Exhale, lower that right hand down, come to a lunge position. Step that left foot back, come to plank. Do your modified vinyasa or your full vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, down dog. Definitely building some heat here. I do feel some little beads of sweat forming. Take an inhale and exhale fully. Another inhale, extend that right leg back. Exhale, step it up in between your hands. This time come down on that left knee. Top of the back foot is flat. We'll sweep the arms up, coming for a low lunge. Maybe your hands meet and you do a small back bend here. Inhale. Exhale. Bring those hands down on either side of the front foot. Getting nice and balanced on this left knee. We're going to extend the right leg back. Good. Go ahead and bring that foot forward again, up between the hands. Sweep the arms up. Low lunge, small back bend maybe. Inhale. Exhale, bring those hands down the ear side of the foot. Extend the right foot back. Good, holding here, feeling the glutes working a little bit. Step that foot up one more time. Inhale. Small back bend. Exhale, bring the hands down to heart center. We're gonna step up to a high lunge. So go ahead and bring your hands down to the mat. If you need to, coming up on that back toe, we're going to lift off of this left knee. Stand up again, stand up on the back toe, sweeping up for high lunge. Good. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down to heart center. We're gonna shift our weight forward, coming to warrior three. So shifting our weight into this right foot, trying to bring our body somewhat parallel with the ground, extending this left foot back. Left toes are dialed down towards the ground. Finding your focal point, also known as your jishti. Inhale. Exhale, release down to a lunge position, hands on either side of that front foot. Step that right foot back, Mudra Vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, make your way back to down dog. And then we'll repeat that on the other side. Take an inhale, extend that left leg back. Exhale, step it up in between the hands. Come down on that right knee. Sweep the arms up for a low lunge. And maybe a small back bend. Bring your hands down on either side of that front foot. Extend that left leg back. Good. Bring that foot back up in between the hands. Sweep those arms up, low lunge. Exhale, bring the hands down to either side of the foot. Extend that left leg back again, holding here. Good, bring that left foot back up in between the hands. Sweep those arms up, low lunge. Hands come down to heart center. Tucking that back toe under. Remember, you can bring your hands down to the mat if you need to. Just coming up for a high lunge. Good. Inhale. Exhale, bring those hands down to heart center again as we shift our weight into this left foot. Coming up to warrior three. Ooh. Feel free to reach your arms forward or reach your arms back if you want to try a different challenge. Inhale. Exhale, lower down to a lunge position. Step that left foot back and move through your vinyasa. Making your way back to down dog. Take a couple breaths. Inhale. Exhale, drop down to those knees. Bring those big toes together. Knees come out wide. We float our body back. Come into child's pose for a moment. Taking a little moment here to catch our breath before we move on to a little bit of core work. A little bit more core work, I should say. So let's float our body back up to a table position. And we're just going to extend our legs out in front first. Nice tall straight back. Getting onto those sits bones. Sweep the arms up, inhale. Exhale, lead with the chest, lower down to a seated forward bend. Good, let's roll back up to seated. Now from here, we're gonna take our hands, place them on either side of our hips. And the object here is for us to lift both legs at the same time. But if that's a lot for you, feel free to lift one leg at a time. So we're gonna shift our weight back a little bit, just to give us some leverage here, be able to lift those legs up. And you're gonna have to use that core and those abs to lift those legs off the ground. And it might be really quick, but that's all we're really looking for. So engage in the core here, lift the legs, and rest them back down. Good. We're gonna do that 4 more times. Shift your weight back, lift, and down. Again, you could do one leg at a time. On number 3, engage the core, lift, bring them back down. 2 more times. Really should feel those lower abs working. Lift, lower. One more time, lift. This time I want you to bend your knees. Whew. Core is working. And extend those arms out for half boat. And if you want to, you can hold your hands behind your legs to give you some support here. Good, inhale. Exhale, release, lower those feet down. Hug those knees for a moment. If you're not sweating now, I don't know. So let's begin to make our way down to our back. So we're going to scoot our hips close to our heels. And then just slowly roll down. Let your hands rest at your sides and go ahead and walk your feet in until you feel them graze your heels. We're just going to move into our bridge pose. So make sure that lower back is flat on the ground or close to being flat on the ground. So maybe tilting your pelvis towards you until you feel that connection there. Then we're gonna squeeze those glutes. We're gonna imagine that we're holding a block in between our knees. So you're kind of squeezing your knees together as well. And then you're just lifting the hips. So again, squeezing the knees here, squeeze the glutes, make that nice ramp. If you wanna come up to wheel pose, you can, but just be very careful. If you're coming up to wheel pose, your hands just come on either side of your head and lift those hips. Pushing through those arms. You can walk your feet in. You could come up on your toes if you want. Melting the heart towards the ground. Inhale. Exhale. Make your way back down to your back. Same way you got there. And hug your knees into your chest. Release the knees. Bring them to a 90-degree angle. We're going to cross left leg over right leg. And if you can, maybe cross it around twice, making eagle pose legs. But if not, you could just cross one on top of the other. And then we're just going to let both knees fall over to the right side. Left elbow in line with the left shoulder, making a cactus shape. Inhale, exhale, come back to center, unravel those legs. Let's cross right over left, once or twice, and let both knees fall over to the left side. Right elbow in line with the right shoulder. Inhale, exhale, unravel the legs, come back to center, hug the knees into the chest, rocking side to side. One more inhale, and exhale, release. Feel free to stay here longer, moving into a Shavasana. If you like, you could do one of those short restorative practices just to help your body cool down. So that completes our Power Vinyasa Flow. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what the difficulty level was for you. If you want to do things that are more difficult, if you want to do things that are less difficult, just leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching. Peace and love.